so we got a triangle here. If I look up at the top, it says I got an isosceles triangle. All right, I'm just going to underline it, trying to keep the highlighters for when I'm doing stuff. Isosceles triangle, vertex angle Q. So I can right away go ahead and say, well, that's a leg, and that's a leg. And that's a base angle, and that's a base angle. Okay, I'm going to write this down. Legs are equal. Base angles are equal. I can put marks on there if I want. But I'm just trying to make sure that I know what kind of things I have true about this triangle before I start. There might be some more stuff that's true, but those are just the first things that came to my head. So why not put them on the paper? So Johanna looks at the picture and writes down on her paper that QA is equal to AN. Let's make sure I know what those are. So QA is yellow. AN doesn't have a color yet. So let's make it kind of pink. She put down that they need to be congruent because they're legs of an isosceles triangle. Explain to her why she's incorrect. Well, we wrote down legs are equal. All right, so she's right about that part, congruent legs. She's got that part right. But the problem is it's not AN. It should be QN. All right, because the legs meet at the vertex angle. And it says right here that angle Q is the vertex angle. So the legs have to meet there. So I just got to write something that tells that down. So I would say, legs of isosceles triangle are equal, but the legs are yellow and green. Or if I want to be fancy, I can say QA and QN. Okay. I personally like using the highlights and using the colors because then I got to write the letters down. Okay. And then also, I know that it bothers a lot of math teachers. So it gives me a little bit of joy in my day to do things the opposite way that some other math teachers would want me to do it. I did that when I was a student too. So feel free to write QA and QN because you know I'd rather that you write down the colors. That's okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. QAN is the blue angle. All right, and QNA is the orange angle. Well, good news, those are the base angles. So I'm going to write down base angles are equal. And then I'm going to write down blue equals orange. Okay, so I've got that. So let's come over here and write our equation. So it's 10x minus 9 equals 6x plus 9. And I'm going to go ahead and solve that. So I should get 4.5 for x. Let's see what we're supposed to do with it. So NAQ, and again, I'm going to look here. NAQ, that's the blue one, if I look at the picture. So it wants the blue one. So NAQ is the blue one. So it's 10 times 4.5 minus 9. That's 45 minus 9 is 36. All right, so that's 36. And there's no other part, so that's it.